Hello all, welcome back to the channel. Today, this is Liverpool Rebuild episode number 12. We finished off episode 11 with a really disappointing defeat away to Leicester. Um, it's really blown open the title race, to be honest. Not happy with it at all, if I'm going to be completely fair. Um, in amongst the episodes, I've also scouted some more players. I have decided on a few things really. I've decided on some positions I want to get in. I've probably decided on 4 players I would like to bring in. Um, Unsure about 2 of them, but we will have a little look and you might see a little bit more in that. But also, I've also decided who's going to be axed. So we're going to be putting 6 players up for sale in the summer, as far as I'm aware. Simicast. Whilst he's not bad, he is wanted. He's worth £29 million. With who player wise I have in mind, I'm definitely going to need the cash. So Simicast is number 1. Number 2, Diego Jota. Whilst I think he's really good, he's worth a lot of dough, and he's not first choice, to be completely honest with you. Number 3 is Joel Matip. His value is going further and further down. He's out of contract next season. He has some minor interest from Tottenham. 4th player on my axe list is Stefan, but I always butcher this, Bajacic, we're going to say. He hasn't really figured for me. He's 18-year-old. He's a centre half. I mean, if push comes to shove, it could be a loan out. I might keep him around, see if we can develop him a little bit, but at the moment I've not really got the numbers for him to be playing. 5th player, Curtis Jones. He's unhappy, he is wanted, and he's worth a fair bit of dough as well, to be honest. He hasn't figured for me all season, to be completely honest. He's wanted by Leicester, so he wants to break into the first team. So he will be on his way out. And who was the other one I had in mind for the chop? My goodness, I can't even think of who it is now. Let's see if I can work this out. Ah, Kelleher. Um, he's an okay goalkeeper, but realistically, I've kind of worked it out that we've got Allison at 30, we've got this new American youth goalkeeper. I want about a 21-year-old goalkeeper. So you will get to see. So players I want to bring in. There's a young kid that's out of contract next summer, plays for Bayern Munich. His name is Paul Wanner. He's a bit of a superstar. I believe he's actually played for the first team in real life. He's a real talent. Um, there is a Brazilian left back called Riquelme. I think he'll be a really good understudy to Andrew Robertson. Goalkeeper, I cannot for the life of me say this goalkeeper's name. Georgi Marmadashvili. He's worth 18 million, but he has a release clause of 24. So probably in amongst those there, I'm probably looking at about, say, £40 million. And then there's obviously the jewel in the crown. I was debating between Rice and Bellingham. Bellingham's got 5 years youth. Now, I just want to see when Bellingham signed his contract. Okay. He's got a £94 million release clause. So realistically, I need to have about 140 million in the bank for this. Now they have promised for next season just under £50 million. So there is chances, I believe, to try and get that in. It's about thinning out the squad now. Oh my goodness, straight into a game against Manchester United. Crucial game as well, to be completely honest. So we're going to straight away bring in Andrew Robertson. We cannot. Silver's a bit tired. Still think that's my best lineup. We're going to go straight into it. Yeah, it's purely about thinning out the squad. Realistically, you only want a squad of about 24, maybe 25. I've got so many players on board that I'm not even playing. So for me, cash in and strengthen. I will be losing a few more, obviously, as time goes. So we can see where it all works out and how it works to me. But to be honest, I feel as though they are the players I want to bring in. I've told you the players I don't particularly feel as though will figure for me as much. So Jota's maybe a bit of a controversial one. He has played well, but with what I've got coming in, I feel as though he get the cash in. You know, if I can get 50 million quid for him, that is half of Bellingham there. So I feel as though it's the right play. I mean, the fans might not be very happy with it. I did ponder about the possibility of getting rid of Jordan Henderson, but I don't think it's a good idea right now. Now we're in a bit of a pickle here. Fabinho has been given a red card for a two-footed lunge. So, not ideal. No, we don't want to change the player. I want to change the position. This is not very good. I've really got to get the boys to focus, get in before half time with don't concede. I've now coincided to the fact that we may lose this game now. Fabinho has really not done us any favours, to be honest. If I can escape with a draw, brilliant, but I don't think I can. Trent is knackered after 47 minutes. Let me have a little look. Ramsey's the man to bring on now. Don't really overly wanted to do it, but my players are so tired. Manchester United go 1-0 up. It is Sancho on Ramsey. Cuts the ball back. Casemiro arrives late. Volleys into the top corner. I can't say I'm shocked. Fabinho has left us in the lurch a little bit there. Shame. Bruno Fernandes makes it 2. It's looking quite weary now. Oh, Alisson's got to do better there. That was not good at all. I don't think we've lost 2 games on the bounce all season. So this will be a first. Have we got one back? We have. Antonio Silva. Oh, it's Simicas. Okay. We're going to praise the boys for that. We're really pleased with that. I'm going to make a... Simicas is absolutely ruined. In saying that, a lot of my players are absolutely ruined. Interesting. I'm going to let it play out. Van Dijk off, Konate on. I think that's fair. If we can just keep it to this scoreline, that'll be an okay result. .10 minutes to go. we'll just play cautiously now. Honestly, I will be more than happy to lose 2-1. And unfortunately, they've just gone and got Wan-Bissaka, Sancho, sends Alisson the wrong way. We've got it all to do at Anfield in the second leg. It's a shame. Fabinho has really let us down there. Come on, get that whistle blown. Okay. I weren't happy, to be completely honest. Fabinho has really cost us dearly there. Look at Feyenoord beating Arsenal 3-0. Okay. And Porto beating City. Yeah, we are really poor today. Right. Fabinho. We will issue him a warning. We can't have that happening. Oh my goodness! So I am without Fabinho, Tsimikas, and Alexander-Arnold. Wow. Huh. Yeah, it's really not good news. Fabinho has acknowledged he deserved an official warning. Absolutely. Can't go around doing that. So Riquelme is only a last resort. So realistically, I think I may need to look for a better left back. Okay. I wasn't expecting that. Nika Eliev, I made a bit of a mistake with him. He is extremely interested, and I am interested in him. Just not 100% sure yet whether I should hit the button with him or not. There is a possibility I might move for him. The other thing as well is when you're upgrading your side with these youngsters, they automatically you're practically making money on them, especially if you can pick up any cheap ones. And that Iliev could be a very cheap one for me to pick up. It's kind of almost like a trading, shall we say. Now City have won. United lose to Brighton. City with a simple win there. Okay, we're getting some money in. We really need a decent result here. It's nice to see 3 of my guys up for the award for English Player of the Year. Right, Tsimikas. So I'm going to Res Van Dijk. I don't know whether that's the right thing to do. I'm also going to risk Thiago as well. We shall put in Henderson. And we will swap Henderson and we will give Andre Santos a bit more of a free role up there. Has he got a better role? He's better as an advanced playmaker. Let's get this going and let's try and get a big result here. It's well needed. We've just lost 2 games on the bounce. We really need one here. Big time. Nunez has put us one ahead. Slightly offside, they might be saying. It's a lovely ball in from Andre Santos, and Darwin gets his head to it. Puts us 1-0 ahead. It's exactly what was needed. So, just thinking of possible left backs I could possibly buy. I need a decent young wing back. Might have to get the scouts on it, to be honest. Because I think that's the only position where I'm really not 100% sure on what I should do. Just intrigued by the league table. We've got 10 goal difference. XG story. Just wondered what it was more than anything. So with a 10 goal difference advantage at the moment, I mean, I'm trying to cast my mind as to who else we have left to play. I know we've got City. I have a feeling we've still got Arsenal at some point as well. We've still got some tough games. It'd be interesting to see who City have still got. We get a second. Alexander Arnold. Is that Antonio Silva with his first goal for the club? It certainly is. We love to see that. Well in, sir. I'm going to praise him as we go and get another one. Darwin nuts Lerman out. Simple ball across. Salah makes it free. Exactly what the doctor ordered. We needed this result. We can now start resting some players who I know are going to be playing in the next match. Nunez. Salah. Diaz. Okay. We'll rest Henderson. Andre Santos can go back into holding. Put Bellingham there. Has he... No, not anything on 2 stars as of yet. That'll do for the moment, and then they can pull off anyone else if they need see fit. Well, Salah's just oh, he's got lucky there. He's just got his second of the game. But now it's time to give the man a rest. There's 4 subs made there, all in the attacking positions. Just to chill out. They got one back, but that's absolutely fine. It's no problem. What matters right now is the points. 3 points is key. So we are still in. It's now 4-2. Well, you changed it up a little bit. I haven't changed any of the back line. I'm going to fire these boys up. They've just conceded 2 in 4 minutes. We've got 10 minutes to see this out now. Is that an own goal I just saw there? A Mepham own goal? It must have been that bad because they didn't even show a replay for it. It's absolutely fine with me. That is going to seal us the win now. Nice 5-2 victory. Looks like Nunes with the man of the match. We are pleased there. And as you can see, we are now also 4 points away from securing Champions League football as well, which I believe on the old games they used to give you your budgets once you qualified for Europe. So lots of these little clauses coming out my ear holes at the moment. Looking forward to getting Kudos back off loan. I quite would imagine some of these teams might try and keep them for another year. Look at this quarter-final, went straight into a semi-final. Okay, they're not as good as us. That's kind of like what we wanted to see. I might even loan out Bellingham. Stick to the game plan. The only problem is like, I've got to just work out how I'm going to do this. I've noted the trial of contracts are set to expire. See, when they're talking about significant potential, how much is that potential? It doesn't really say too much. Good talents. Decent talents. I've signed what I would regard as good ones. Right, we have that away goal. We need to win by 2 clear goals. 3 players are out of action here. Calvin Ramsey at right back. Oh, who am I going to play at left back? I genuinely have no idea right now. Thiago's going to come in. Okay, right, let's just start again over here. Is there anyone who can cheekily play left back? Robertson, let me just check you out for a second. I know you're injured. Do you know what? I'm going to risk him, providing it lets me. He's passed and he can play 75 minutes. 75 minutes that is very well needed. I completely understand. Right, we are going to play. We're going to rest Andre Santos. We're going to try and be a little bit clever. Yeah, Andre Santos. Antonio Silva. I am losing my mind. So we've got a fresh back four there. Fabinho out. Oh, we are running so dry on players. Harvey Elliott. And then Arthur. That is about as good as it's going to get here. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's hope Fabinho hasn't really dropped us in it. But we're going to take this on and we're going to really, really go for it. and that is really not a good start. I know Robertson is injured. Oh, it's a simple one. So it's a really good goal, in all fairness. Not something that Anthony would normally do. Oh, I've got to demand more from them, otherwise that is going to be Europe out. And do you know what? We've got to go very attacking. I literally don't have a choice of, and even this early in the game. Okay. Andre Santos is unfortunately going to get dragged. We've got to try something. It's not that he's played bad, it's just a formation change. Look at the shots we've had. We have scored. We've got one back. Diaz along the byline pulls it back. Jota back to Thiago, and that is a excellent finish from Thiago. We get one back. It's a start. We've got two more to get. Half an hour gone. And Luis Diaz has put us ahead. It gives us hope. Ramsey with the ball through. Darwin, well saved. So, what's that all about then? Why did I see Darwin miss an opportunity, but then Diaz scored? I don't know. We're going to praise the boys. We need a bit more from them. If we get away with this and we get through here, it's going to be three players coming back from suspension. Okay, so we got the majority of the job done. Look at the efforts that the United have had. Right, we've got to get some positive reactions from them. Going to fire them up. Just hope Robertson can last at least. Salah has taken a knock. Let's bring on Harvey Elliott. Let's do it. It's a shame that demanding more from them. Oh, we've conceded another one. Oh, Allison's got to do better there. We've got to score three. Robertson is now hurt. We're unfortunately that is going to be the end of our road in the Europa League. We've had a good go. We've just conceded another one. It's Victor Lindelof has really put it into us there. I just feel bad for the fans, shall we say. We just can't get it going, unfortunately. Now we've got to be careful and just ship some players off just in view of I can't make any more subs. Why is that? Okay. Ah, yeah, it's only 3 subs. Disappointing. Not going to get nothing in Europe this season. It's the FA Cup and the league left. I'd very much like to think that I can win. I don't want to just be a manager in my first season that wins just a Community Shield. Ah, such a shame. Such a shame. I am angry. Darwin Nunez is furious, and I'm not even worried about it. So it's going to be Feyenoord, Roma, Ajax, and Manchester United. And going forward in the Champions League, Inter, Manchester City turn it around. Napoli, and also Real Madrid. I knew that this was a possibility with Robertson, but I feel like it was worth the risk. Yeah, we weren't good enough at all. Europe is where you make a bit of money as well, so it's really, really unfortunate with So let's have a quick look at these fixtures. So we got. So I'm looking. Newcastle's going to be tough. City is massive. Forest, Everton, Southampton, West Ham. So I've got 3 tough fixtures. But what about City? Can I see their fixtures? I can. Now you got to remember they're still in the Champions League as well. So they have got Brentford away, us away, Arsenal away, Chelsea away, Man United away. I actually fancy my chances, I'm going to be completely honest there. And we got that game in hand. They got some real tough games there. Right, okay, so let's at least get into the FA Cup final. Can't Brentford do me a favour? Liverpool qualified for the Europa League. Yeah, I'm not overly too bothered about that. Right, okay, Robertson is hurt. Come on, you're going to work? Thank you. Yeah, Robertson out for Semiskas. Oh, Alexander-Arnold will come back in. Do you know what? I am going to leave Fabinho on the bench. It's annoyed me. He's actually cost us a tie there, to be completely honest with you. We'll leave Konate in. We'll take out Matip and we will put it back. Calvin Ramsey. Big game. Let's go get it. Come on, let's make this final. We've pumped these a couple of times this season. The only thing that concerns me is that all season we have been in fantastic form. And now it's just, I think I've lost 3 of my last 4 games. That's a good sign though. It's a Jordan Henderson thunderbolt. He is capable. Praise the boys. We'll also we can't. Oh, it is still on. I thought it was thought it paused for a minute, but it hadn't. Demand more from the boys. It's been the tightest game I've had with Tottenham so far, and to be completely honest, they are just keeping the ball. Luis Diaz is having a stinker. If we're going to be completely honest. Simicast goes in the book. What a surprise. Well, I was actually going to make two changes. Salah's obviously absolutely knackered. So we're going to bring on Jota for Diaz when I can eventually get to him because he's having a really bad game. And we will also bring on Fabio Carvalho. Actually, yeah, I said Carvalho. We will go Carvalho. Oh, Andrei Santos has missed a header, and it's 1-1. Oh, it's Son that's got it in the far corner. We've got to get this right. I can't make that change. But I can make that change. Oh, I don't really want to be making all these changes. Oh, we have a penalty. I have just noticed. Thiago is done. Thiago for Fabinho. Van Dijk for Antonio Silva. Darwin Núñez scored the penalty. We didn't see it. And the Tottenham come back and equalise straight away? They have. Doherty, low ball in, Richarlison at the back post. I was hoping that was going to be enough to see us there. I've got to fire the boys up. It's been a cracking semi-final though, I will say that much. We've only just slightly had the better of it. Oh, and Calvin Ramsey has just possibly he smashes it past Lloris. Now we need to go very defensive. And we have made ourselves FA Cup finalists. Looks like Núñez had a goal ruled out as well there. I didn't even see that. 3-2. I'm delighted for the boys, to be honest. They've made it. And it is going to be a Merseyside derby FA Cup final. Perfect. Happy with that. Relieved, should we say. Absolutely relieved. Now, did Brentford do us a favour in the league? It genuinely looks like they did. Nil. Oh, it's in our hands, and they've got tough games coming with. Okay, so it's game time. Okay, the board are delighted you've achieved one of the objectives laid out in the club's vision. Qualify for Champions League, passed by the look of things. Absolutely that. I didn't realise that we had. So yes, we've qualified. Yeah, we have qualified for Champions League. I kept looking at fourth place, but it weren't. Yeah, we are well away for Champions League. That's good. CVs are chasing Champions League. This is not going to be an easy game. And we have to be completely honest that City are right around the corner as well. So we got to be realistic here. Oh, I keep thinking about him as well. Somebody's interested. He's Liverpool. If you want to keep them, you keep them. I'm not worried. Right, we've got City. Let's be realistic here. Nunez is looking slightly tired. We will start with Jota. And if either Diaz or Salah can't keep up, then we will bring on Fofana. Antonio Silva goes at the back. Oh, what have I done now? I've had a right now. Antonio Silva, yeah, you're coming in. Simicast. Fabinho can come in. For Thiago. We'll take a draw now. Gonna be honest, a draw is not gonna be a bad one, but a win is obviously much needed here. It's the type of game for the moment that I've been losing. I've lost to a Leicester, I've lost to a Wolves, so Trent booked 6 minutes. We've got to demand more from the boys. And Jota has put us one to the goods. Luis Diaz back to Simicast, crosses deflected. Jota gets there, puts it in the back of the net, and we are one goal to the good. And Liverpool go and get themselves a second goal. Jota into Salah, through to Luis Diaz. Left-footed toe poke by the look of things, and it's in the back of the net, and it doubles our advantage. Massive, massive, massive. 2-0 at half time. Can't really ask much more from the boys so far. They've been really, really good. We are pleased. We will crack straight on. Okay, so if Diaz has had enough, which he has, that's fine. But the change is going to be with Jota. Because we want to get Fofana some more game time. And he has been quite good when he's come on. He's had a few good games, not a deep lie. He's an advanced forward for me. And as of right now, that live league position looks very nice. Makes us top of the league. If we can get another one, that's when we will start shipping the boys off. Demand a bit more from them. Problem is when I make a lot of subs and doing that, it ends up. Yeah, we'll bring on Harvey Elliott. That's fine. Got 3 more subs to possibly make in one hit. Right, okay, let's. I saw it came up with Isaac has a crack. I had to see what was going on there. Van Dijk, you're going to come off for Konate. Henderson's been fantastic in there. You can come off for Thiago. Alexander-Arnold is practically out and dead and buried. Calvin Ramsey, that is about as good as it's going to get with me. Okay, and now we're going to get the boys to focus. And with 5 minutes to go, we are going to go defensive. We're going to try and see this out. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what I call a massive, massive win. Said at the start I would take a draw. I've walked away with 3 points there. I am delighted with that. Really pleased. We are now level on points with City. And we have a game in hand. They have got some really tough fixtures coming up. And I believe the next game we genuinely have City at home. And I feel as though if we can get a result there, Fofana's close. There's just so many. I mean, I need to just look at my finances. Okay. I've seen it look worse. Trials have left the club. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. Okay, so it's now came up that we've qualified for the Champions League. And our initial budget, this could be vital. I'm hoping it's not that £49 million. I really, really hope this is somewhere around about 70. Oh my goodness. The board have set the initial wage budget at 4.2 million and the transfer budget 137 million. Speechless. That is mega. That basically means that I can sell off my players, and yeah, we're definitely having a team meeting. There we go, 26 happy players. I also just got myself a trophy which is called Pep Talk. Get the pun of the joke, I suppose. So we're 6-5 favourites. Yeah, right, okay. Robertson can play 45, which could be pretty vital. Right. This is where you play your best team. Whatever case. The thing is, I think that's going to be Thiago'd out. I'm happy to have him as an advanced playmaker in there. We'll put in Canate for this one. And what we're going to do is just looking at the balance of the bench. Joe Bellingham is going to make way for Andrew Robertson. Not really keen on doing that, but it gives me that left fullback option if I need to change it up. Here we go. Absolute massive game. Could almost even determine the title. The only thing I have is I haven't beaten City so far this season. Haaland's had his way. I did obviously beat them in the Community Shield. Did they beat me in the league? They definitely beat me in the Carabao Cup. Alexander-Arnold booked yet again early doors. Darwin Núñez has put us one goal ahead. Alexander-Arnold, lovely ball to Salah, crisp ball in. Núñez smashes past, I'm imagining that's Edison, to put us 1-0 up. Praise the boys, let's keep it going. This result stays like it is, and don't get me wrong, I don't know how it, well, as soon as I'm about to say something, they score. Well, that's why I didn't really want to say too much. But Rodri has probably scored a belter. My goodness. A belter is an understatement. Absolute understatement. I will happily take a draw here in the grand scheme of the league table. If I can nick a win, I feel as though that's going to seal it. Yeah, okay. Right. How is everyone doing for fitness? They look okay. I don't really want to make many subs if I don't have to. It's more them on possession. They've had more efforts at goal. And they've only scored a belter. Okay, we're going to make a change. We're going to take off Luis Diaz, who has practically run his race. Jota will come on for him. You swear you're a better there, inverted winger. We'll change you up there, mate. We will just keep it at that for the moment. There's possibly going to be a couple of fullback changes. We've got to fire them up. Okay, Salah is going to come off. With who? I think Harvey Elliott is probably the safest bet. We're also going to take off Jordan Henderson. Going to put in Andres Santos. Demanding more from them. It's pretty tense. Going to focus. Yeah, I'm okay with that. It's a 1-1 draw. It just said they feel like Nunes could have won the game for us. Um, to be completely honest, I'm okay with that result. It keeps me. I'm going to say I'm pleased, just purely because when you look at the league table, we we we're in pole position here. Um, we've got a really good chance here. We've got 5 games to go. We've also got the FA Cup final as well incoming. Oh, we got lots of stuff going on. I'm not going to lie, I'm just more over the moon with the amount of money that we've been given to spend for next season. It's insane. It certainly makes the Jude Bellingham situation a lot easier because I thought I was going to have to raise some funds. As of right now, I don't feel as though I have to, which is phenomenal to be completely honest. So I'm not sure where they're getting the money to be able to splash all this, but Andre Santos named Young Player of the Month. I have one Manager of the Month, even with a loss in there to Leicester. And we have now hit May. And on that note, that will be the end of this episode. Really pleased, really good episode there for me. I feel as though we kind of got it right. Disappointing with Europe. We got there with the FA Cup final. We are 5 games away now from the title. It's very close to the end of the season. Let's see if we can wrap it up next time. It might take an episode and a bit, but we'll see. Please give this video a like. Subscribe if you haven't already. We will catch you in the next one. Have a good day. Take care.